Hi everybody, Stacy Lakoki here, and I'm super excited to join your training today, Empowering Future Leaders, led by Karen, Alyssa, and the rest of the awesome team at Copper Beach, San Marcos. So a little bit about myself. I began my career in the multifamily industry in 1992. I started on the conventional side of the business as a leasing professional and then held each role on site through the manager position. At the corporate level, I was a regional on the conventional side first, and then moved over into the student housing space in 2001, where I ended up working myself up through achieving the role of an SVP. I've been in the student housing industry for about 20 years, but in the overall industry for about 28. I joined Asset Living in 2015, so I'm super happy to say I just completed my 5-year anniversary here. What does the word team mean to me? A team is a group of diverse people with complementary strengths who work together to achieve success. To me, it really is as simple as that. It allows greater things to be achieved collectively versus an autonomous approach. I guess you could say it falls into the long-standing acrostic that together everyone achieves more. It's really true. When everyone is working together towards the same goal, it's hard to argue that those collective efforts won't outweigh an individual performance. If you have a great work ethic, I believe effort and attitude will fall into place. It's my hope that my team knows that I care about their success more than my own. When leading, I believe this is super important, that they know that you care about them professionally and maybe even more importantly, personally. I believe in this setting, they will do great things and they'll be inspired. I believe in honest communication. It's important to create an environment where associates are able to challenge the status quo, be creative, think in different ways, and just be able to freely express their thoughts and ideas. When this exists, a collaborative work environment exists, and associates will feel more empowered and feel that they're important contributors to the overall mission. And I believe that this is something that's very important to millennials. It doesn't matter what your leadership role is, whether you're a leasing manager, assistant manager, a community manager, or on the facility side. I think it's super important to know that your team is watching you. There's a great saying that I love that keeps it simple. How you go, so your team goes. So basically, you get the ability to set the tone and culture for your office and community. It's a big responsibility, but a wonderful opportunity that you have at your hands and feet to make a positive impact on such a large group of people, your team and your residents. I think it's super important to be resourceful. This is an important competency. Don't give up, don't make excuses, and don't coast. Don't be afraid to ask questions. This is really important too. When you're new in your role, you need to be able to ask questions, and it's okay. This will only strengthen your abilities. And then I just want to leave you with some of my favorite guiding principles that throughout my career that I've loved to share with others. Have integrity. Have respect for others, have a team approach, manage by fact, your clients will love this, and then be committed to continuous improvement. Don't reach a level and then be satisfied with staying there. Invest in yourself to continuously improve. And then some of my favorite lessons learned are, you've heard this already, have a servant's heart, always do the right thing. You eat the elephant one bite at a time. I know that kind of sounds weird, but when you're charged with an overwhelming task or situation, you're not going to be able to tackle it in one day. So that's always been a good visual for me. Carrie, who I know is also a part of this training, has heard me say that before, but you eat the elephant a bite at a time. Encourage work-life balance for you and your team. Set an example for your team as a leader in that regard. And last but not least, always try to interject humor and have fun when you can. So anyway, thank you for letting me join today, and I look forward to working with each of you.
Hey guys, my name is Piper and I'm a regional manager with Asset Living. I started out in 2011 as a CA, and today I'm a regional, but if you would have asked me 5 years ago if that's where I'd be, I'd probably be like, I don't know. So my best tools of advice I would give is just to make sure that, your energy and your vibe really attracts your tribe. And so making sure that you guys are putting out a positive message to your teams, and working to encourage them based off of their strengths, but also helping them learn from their weaknesses. Not everyone on your team is going to be the same, but everyone has room to grow within your team, and it's just figuring out what motivates them to get there. Another big key component of being a great leader is taking some time to just go the extra mile. And sometimes it means putting on 6 different hats that maybe weren't the hats you came to work thinking you were going to do today. But if, the poop needs to be scooped, the poop needs to be scooped. My third tool I would suggest is using your mentors and leaders that you have within your teams, but then also outside of work here so that I can work smarter, not harder. Always remember to train the person below you as if they were going to take over your role, and encourage people, underneath you to share their goals, whether it be they want to move up within a company, they want to go in a certain role, or, maybe their job is another position in another industry completely, but how can this job help them get to there? I think it's very important to take the time to invest back in your staff and team and really hear them out and really get to know them. I think that's one thing I've benefited from over the years. So I think that's one thing, if you are looking to grow, I love Asset for that feeling of it is a family, and you do have those resources from every, direction. You have RLTDs, you have the leadership team, you have your training team, you have your people on site who teach you new things every day. And so it's just keeping that open perspective and having those conversations and really recognizing that we're all here for the same goal. We may have different, timelines for it, but at the same point, every day we all come to work and want you guys to be successful, which in turn makes us happy and makes us successful as a whole. So I just want to encourage you guys to keep pushing through the end of this leasing season and, always shoot for a goal slightly bigger than what you did the week before, because in reality, you can achieve it. It's all what your mindset puts you up to. So I hope you guys are having a great day, and good luck with leasing.
Hello everyone, I'm Carrie Lidke. I am one of the regional vice presidents for Asset Living. First and foremost, thank you Karen and Alyssa for asking me to speak on this. Started as a CA, then a bookkeeper, then a manager, then I went into new business development, district manager, regional manager, and now I'm an RVP. So I've kind of gone through everything. I haven't done the maintenance side, but I can patch a hole in the wall. Learned that during Maintenance Appreciation Week. But anyways, that's kind of my journey here. Leadership qualities, for me, I think you lead with a servant's heart. You give people grace. Everyone's human. We all make mistakes. Just be respectful. And if you want to be at your job, and you're happy at your job, then I think that changes everything. So I like to be a leader. I like to be a mentor. I like to be a friend. I like to know all different versions of every single person. Leadership, I think you lead with a servant's heart. People who have mentored me, there's been a lot. I think the biggest influencer, was the person that hired me in the very beginning, back when I was a CA. She's now my best friend. Her name is Pam. She doesn't work here. But really, she believed in me from the beginning, like to become a bookkeeper, to become a manager, to become a regional. She really got me in that path and put up the big fight for me. So I think that she's a big mentor. Obviously now, Stacy Lakoki is my supervisor. Huge mentor in my life. I've known her since 2005, so I've worked with her for 15 years. I think anybody in the executive level, I look to them as mentors, and I don't have a problem reaching out to anyone. I think I use all the tools in my toolbox. I've been with Assets since 2014, and what stood out here is Ryan's dad, the very first day that I walked off the elevator, it was my first day of the job, he said, "Welcome home, Carrie." And him knowing my name and recognizing who I was, something stood out about that. And it's kind of like, wow, he is like the top of the top, and he knows who I am. That was really like my first initial thing, and then everybody just opened me with welcome arms. Everybody was so kind and nice, and I think we just have a great company and a great culture. So anyways, that's my really long-winded testimony about leadership and effort and attitude and my growth, and that's it. So I encourage any of you, just keep looking to the end, and if you want to grow, the sky's the limit, because you get in what you put in. It's as simple as that. Hope everyone has a great day.